Hola chicos! Today we are going to continue with the notes that we were working on last class, doing the perfects. Last class we took notes on doing perfects in the present tense and saying things that have happened or what we have done or have not done. So today we're going to be doing something along the same lines, but we're just going to be using different tenses, so different conjugations of haber. So we're going to start with the past perfect. Okay, so the past perfect is used to say what had happened in the past or what you had done in the past. And it's formed using the same participles, but with a different form of haber. So we're going to be using the imperfect form of haber to say what had happened or what you had done. But the participles that we used from before are going to stay the same, and the irregulars are the same. So here are our forms of haber in the imperfect. And you've already seen había. That means there was or there were when it's used by itself. But this form of haber can also be used with a past participle to say what had happened or what you had done. And we talked about this before, and that is why haber is called a helping verb, because typically it's not used by itself. So you start with either había, habías, había, habíamos, habíais, or habían. And just to give you an example of what that might look like, yo había llamado would be I had called. So that is an example of a perfect in the past tense. Okay, so notice nothing changes about that past participle. Every single time it's either an ado or an edo ending unless it is irregular. Okay, same idea with the future perfect. So again, all we're going to do is take haber and conjugate into the future tense. Okay, but we leave the participle the way it is. So we use the future perfect to say what will have happened or what you will have done. Okay, it's formed using the same participles, but again with a different form of haber. So all we're changing each time is the conjugation of haber that we're using. So haber does have an irregular stem in the future, if you can remember from your blue review packet. So we can't just leave that infinitive and add our endings. It changes to H-A-B-R. So it's pronounced abre, abras, abra, abremos, abres, and abran. So now to just give you the example, I will have called, instead of yo había llamado, I had called from before. Now I'm changing this conjugation to the future, and I say yo habré llamado, I will have called. Okay, and our last instance is the conditional perfect. And we use the conditional perfect to say what would have happened or what you would have done. Okay, and I bet you can guess what this is going to look like. We are going to just conjugate haber in the conditional and leave the participles alone. We're not changing anything about the way that we're doing the participles. So here is haber. In the conditional, habría, habrías, habría, habríamos, habríais, and habrían. So I would have called is now yo habría llamado. Okay, fácil, espero que sí. That is going to be it for today. So I will see you next class. Gracias por verme. Adiós.